Thus, we wouldn't dare assume that they are challenging. This compels us to live a simpler life, releasing oneself from the weight of the unnecessary and concentrating on the vital eighth principle, the significance of reflection. The reflection that Marcus encouraged Aurelius offers psychological advantages, like as lowering tension and worry, as he stated that no guy experiences anything that he is not designed by nature to withstand. Thinking back enables us to improve, comprehend our behavior, feelings and ideas that empower us to produce more well-informed choices that complement our principles. Principle 9, adaptability. Epictetus informs us that we ought to recognize and accept what we cannot alter, the guts to make the changes we can. The positive psychology of change provides assistance. This idea, according to Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but what counts is how you respond to it. By altering our viewpoint and behavior, we are more resilient in the face of life. And authority over our situation. Music principle. Number 10. The significance of the present. The present moment awareness is valued by Stoics. Psychology demonstrates that residing in the happiness is increased in the present moment as, according to Marcus Aurelius, stop wasting time, disputing the ideals of what makes a good man become one. This idea compels us to recognize and grasp the present moment while acknowledging that the past cannot be changed and the future is not certain. Principle 11. Appreciation as a foundation. The Stoics' emphasis on thankfulness has demonstrated a favorable effect on mental well-being. Daily gratitude practice can improve contentment with life. According to Seneca, life is like a loan that we can use for anything, but we must pay it back one day, recognizing and appreciating what we have, instead of focusing on what we lack, leads us towards a fuller life principle. 12. Embrace vulnerability. Epictetus urges us to accept our vulnerability as human beings. Psychological research shows that self-acceptance reduces anxiety and depression. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things. By embracing our imperfections and limitations, we free ourselves from excessive self-demand and find greater inner peace." Principle 13. Community matters. The Stoics value relationships, and community sociological studies support this theory, suggesting that strong social links are associated to happiness and longevity. As Seneca said, "No one is the owner of all his wisdom. The wisdom belongs to us all." Collaboration and mutual support in the community can enrich our lives and increase our resilience. Principle 14. Moderation in all things. The Stoic concept of moderation aligns with scientific insight about equilibrium in life. Psychological research suggests that moderation in habits and actions is key to mental and physical wellness. Epictetus suggested to not seek what you don't have. Be thankful for what you do have. Keeping a balance in our behaviors and desires allows us to live in harmony and avoid hazardous excesses. Principle 15. Serenity and adversity. Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, advocate calm in the midst of difficulty. The resiliency psychology highlights the significance of this mindset. Marcus' adversity, according to Aurelius, is a test of a man only after undergoing testing in can he know himself under adversity. Overcoming obstacles with composure and determination fortifies us and enables for us to develop even in the most trying circumstances. Principle 16. Elegance in simplicity. Stoic philosophy is in favor of the source of elegance in simplicity, clarity. This idea is supported by design psychology, demonstrating how a streamlined setting and life can foster creativity and efficiency. Epictetus pointed out that things just are. They are, yet their names are not appropriate. They removing superfluous complication from our lifestyles enable us to concentrate on what really matters. Principle 17. Perseverance through hardship. Seneca and other Stoics hold the view that adversity may present a chance to bolster oneself with the psychology of resilience, implies that confronting challenges can develop emotional resilience. Seneca advised, "Do not grumble about your life. If you can better it, do so. If not, then accept your fate." Learning to tackle difficulties with resolve and courage can lead to significant personal growth. Principle 18. The intelligence to listen. Active listening is seen by Stoics as a means of education and comprehension. Others' communication psychology highlights the significance of this ability in fostering better communication between people. Epictetus said that since we have 2 ears, 1 mouth, allowing us to hear twice as while we converse, putting attentive attention into practice, promotes empathy and strengthens our bonds alongside others. Music principle. 19. Sincerity and authenticity. The Stoics and Epictetus highlight the significance of leading a genuine and truthful existence. The psychology of genuineness demonstrates that staying loyal to one's relationship to oneself is personal contentment. Epictetus emphasized that liberty is the one worthwhile objective in life is won by ignoring things that are outside of our command. Exercising sincerity and genuineness releases us from the facade of duplicity. This enables us to lead moral lives. Element 20. Emotional intelligence. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoics promoted regarding the emotional mastery psychology lends credence to this notion, emphasizing the role that emotional control can enhance Marcus's quality of life. Aurelius suggested, "Don't allow your feelings dictate how you behave. Ideas, you'll alter your feelings. Engaging in self-awareness and mental management enables us to create more equilibrium, make choices, and deal with obstacles with calmness." Principle 21. Postponing satisfaction. The Stoics encouraged postponement satisfaction as a way to realizing oneself. The psychology of self-control demonstrates how postponing long-term reward increases contentment. As Epictetus put it, temptation frequently appears in the form of a prompt chance to fulfill a wish. Exercising self-control and patience enables us to do more significant and final objectives. Principle number 22. The resilience's strength. The Stoics' emphasis on resilience has been thoroughly examined in a positive psychology. The best retaliation was advocated by Marcus Aurelius. Is to be distinct from him who carried out the inequity. Building resilience enables us to deal with difficulties with strength and flexibility. Adversity allows us to thrive and flourish, growing into more resilient and astute people. Fundamental number 23. Ongoing self-evaluation. The Stoics promoted unceasing, using one's own judgment as a tool for personal expansion. The self-awareness psychology highlights the significance of reflection about our deeds and mannerisms. Epictetus encouraged to consider your actions and comments, and soon you'll be able to determine which way you are in motion. Assessing ourselves helps us determine what needs to be improved, then stick with it on the route of morality concept. 24. Self-acceptance, self-compassion that the Stoics advocated corresponds with the mentality of Seneca. Reminded us of self-compassion there. Is there anyone worse off than the one who never experiences hardship? By engaging in self-compassion exercises, we can kindly treat ourselves and comprehension, particularly in difficult situations. Periods. Principle 25. The significance of ongoing instruction. The ongoing search for information and wisdom was a cornerstone idea of the psychology of lifelong Stoicism. Learning indicates that ongoing. Epictetus, learning enriches our lives, suggested that if you can't teach, learn to teach. Correct. If you are not able to write remaining receptive to fresh concepts and experiences, give us depth and enable us to develop personally. Principle 26. Compassion for others. The Stoics emphasized compassion for others as a way to make connections stronger and neighborhood. The psychology of compassion demonstrates imagining ourselves in their position enhances the standard of our social exchanges. Man is precious to man, according to Seneca. Empathy training is beneficial. Us construct more profound and significant relationships. Principle 27. Mental training. Developing mental discipline is the essential tenet of Stoicism. Cognitive psychology backs up the significance of mental self-control. According to Epictetus, you are a slave to things you are not in charge of. By exercising mental discipline, we can liberate ourselves from harmful, unfavorable attitudes and ideas that contribute to a life that is more attentive and balanced. Principle 28. Facing challenges as an educator. Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, saw the opportunity in adversity for development and education. The psychology of recovery from trauma demonstrates how conquering obstacles can result in increased fortitude and discernment. Adversity, according to Marcus Aurelius, is the man's exam only after he has been. Can he know himself when confronted in adversity? Through adversity, we can grow and acquire a deeper comprehension of ourselves. Principle 29. Making deliberate decisions. Making deliberate decisions, as stressed by the Stoics, are necessary for an insightful existence. The decision-making psychology demonstrates how deliberate decisions can result in more fulfilling results. First, Epictetus suggested saying to oneself what you would be, then act in that manner, must carry out making deliberate decisions in practice. Lets us live in harmony with our principles and objectives. Principle 30. Continuity in virtue. The Stoics saw perseverance as virtue as the foundation of a moral and meaningful life. The psychology of morality dictates that residing in adherence to our values results in increased contentment with oneself. Seneca. The only excellent virtue is guided virtue. Requires nothing more, putting perseverance into practice, in virtue guide us in the direction of a genuine and significant existence. If you're still with us, congratulations, strong you. As many others have already done, given up in the process, verify your channel subscription. It's critical that you understand enrolled. If you have already joined, dare me to comment. Our Telegram group, therefore, that's visible to me. You've come along. As usual, don't show weakness by staying until the conclusion. Principle 31. Effective communication. The Stoics understand the significance of efficient dialogue. Communication psychology demonstrates how empathy and clarity in conversation can improve partnerships and avoid misunderstandings. Speaking up and expressing what is more lovely than practicing quiet, thoughtful and attentive dialogue can strengthen our relationships with others and encourage enhanced communication. Concept 32. Disengagement from results. Stoicism promotes disengagement from results as a means of lowering tension and suffering. Detachment psychology demonstrates how concentrating on the procedure as opposed to the outcomes can boost individual contentment. Marcus Aurelius recommended not to anticipate the rewards surpassing the effort. By using detachment, we can become free ourselves from being concerned about what we cannot manage and obtain tranquility in the actual action. Principle 33. Exercise physical self-control. Additionally, the Stoics stressed physical discipline oneself. The psychology of self-control demonstrates how upholding healthy behaviors can raise the standard of existence. Epictetus said that the body serves as a prison of the spirit. Exercising physical self-control like as a balanced diet and exercise, allow us to look after our well-being, and well-being having a beneficial mental impact, and feelings. Principle 34. Honesty in deeds. Honesty in deeds is an essential value in the psychology of Stoicism. Morality highlights the ways in which acting in line with our principles encourages individual fulfillment. Epictetus counseled that a man dies by the hue of his dreams. Acting with integrity in our deeds enables us to live in harmony with our values and uphold an optimistic self-perception. Principle 35. Practicing mindfulness every day. Regular. The Stoics emphasized awareness in day-to-day actions. The mindfulness psychology demonstrates how being in the now at all times might reduce stress, and enhance well-being. Epictetus suggested that after cleaning your hands while eating meals, as you go to sleep, keep these in mind. Activities: putting mindfulness into practice on a daily basis. Rituals help us discover beauty and meaningfulness in life's little things. Principle 36. Managing time effectively. Effective time management is crucial for a fruitful and fulfilling existence. The time psychology demonstrates how planning and organization may improve effectiveness and lessen tension. According to Marcus Aurelius, life is a waste. By failing to use time management techniques enables us to use our most important resource, time, to complete our objectives and lead more contented lives. Existence. Principle 37. Kindness and charity. Kindness and charity are essential principles of positive psychology. In Stoicism, highlights the ways that gestures of kindness can raise Seneca's level of contentment and well-being. Real life is not like a play, regarding how long it lasts, yet how excellent it is. Putting kindness and giving into practice benevolent behavior not only does it improve our life, but we also strengthens our sense of humanity. Concept 38. Success and humility. The Stoics revered meekness even in achievement. The psychology of achievement implies that modesty can help us stay centered on expansion and ongoing enhancement. Epictetus said, "Don't worry with the elements beyond of your control, yet the manner in which you manage the things you can exert authority. Humility training keeps us from based on our principles and steer clear of conceit and contentment." Principle 39. Grasping transience. The Stoics understood transience of life. The wisdom's psychology implies that acknowledging this reality can result in a deeper understanding of each instantaneous. Marcus Aurelius gave you advice on everything. What we have today was yesterday's property. Tomorrow is someone else's. Putting into practice knowledge of because of impermanence, we can live with thankfulness for the here and now and face life calmly. 40th principle. The greatest is virtue. Prosperity. Stoicism highlights that morality is the greatest fortune that a person can have. The psychology of happiness demonstrates how living in line with our principles encourages greater contentment with life. Seneca said that real riches is about not yearn for more. The greatest benefit is to practice virtue. Releases us from the compulsive search for tangible items and enables us to locate real success in our moral deeds. Principle 41. Simplicity's importance in existence. Simply said, the Stoics promoted simplicity as a how to achieve inner tranquility. The psychology of clarity emphasizes how making our lives simpler can reduce tension and boost contentment. Epictetus suggested freedom and happiness start with a thorough comprehension of a single idea. Certain things we can control and certain things aren't. Simplicity training enables us to concentrate on the necessities and relish a less complex existence. Principle 42. The significance of individual genuineness. Stoicism encourages sincerity as an essential virtue. The psychology of genuineness highlights the importance of being truthful. Greater life is connected to ourselves. Pleasure, Marcus Aurelius suggested, embrace the adventure and cherish the life you lead. You've experienced. By being genuine, we can live in line with our principles and convictions, resulting in a more significant and important life principle. 43's ambiguity, tolerance. Acceptance of ambiguity is crucial, ability that Stoicism promotes. The resilience psychology emphasizes how exhibiting adaptability in ambiguous circumstances can improve flexibility. Seneca told the wise man he couldn't obtain something unless he's ready to be given it. It's beneficial to learn to tolerate ambiguity. We confront difficulties with serenity and cultivate our capacity for adaptation. Concept 44. The Stoics' life's mission and enthusiasm cherish discovering a life's purpose and living fervently. The psychology of personal fulfillment highlights the ways in which having a goal in mind might boost contentment with life. First, Epictetus suggested saying to oneself what you would be, then act in that manner. Need to engage in the practice of pursuing a meaningful life with purpose passionately results in a more abundant and better fulfilling life. Concept 45. Individual accountability. Being accountable to oneself is essential. The psychology of Stoicism. Accountability highlights how taking accountability for our deeds encourages development and adulthood. Marcus Aurelius advised to bear it if it's tolerable. Give up whining. Taking personal accountability gives us the ability to take charge of our lives and come to wise decisions. Principle 46. The efficacy of affirmative dialogue. Positive communication was appreciated by the Stoics. In an effort to strengthen bonds and encourage harmony, the psychology of communication. Conversation demonstrates how beneficial bonds are strengthened through conversation. Seneca said that in order to be liked, affection. Using constructive communication techniques enables us to construct more wholesome and fulfilling connections. Principle 47. A courteous acknowledgement of distinctions. The Stoics promoted deference, acceptance of variations between people. The psychology of variety places particular emphasis on how acceptance and deference for divergences encourage harmonious cohabitation. First, Epictetus suggested saying to oneself, what you would be, then act in that manner. Must engage in the practice of accepting differences enable us to construct more inclusive communities and interact with others in a more melodic manner. Principle 48. The influence of appreciation. Being grateful is a core principle in Stoicism. The focus of positive psychology is on how gratitude enhances life. Contentment. Marcus Aurelius said that as soon as you consider how valuable it is in the morning, what a blessing it is to be living. By being grateful, we can recognize our blessings and find happiness in the tiny things in life. Principle 49. Patients seeking to understanding patients who are seeking information are a principle that Stoicism, the psychology of learning, demonstrates how persistence in learning results in increased intellectual development. Seneca suggested that we don't actually have a limited life, but that we squander a large portion of it. Exercising endurance in the quest for knowledge enables us to investigate concepts and detailed viewpoints. Principle 50. Acknowledgement of mutual reliance. Stoicism recognizes the interconnectedness of all humans. Community psychology highlights how realizing the interconnectedness of all things can improve our connections and health. Epictetus said, there is just one method to contentment, which is to give up fretting over things that are out of our control. The strength of our determination, putting into practice acknowledgement of interdependence, clarifies this for us. our deeds influence others and motivate us to live more intentionally and ethically. Music. These Stoic ideals are priceless knowledge that can significantly alter how we observe and experience life. By putting these lessons into practice, daily existence, you'll be headed towards a more purposeful, harmonious, and satisfying existence. Stoic theory, reinforced by contemporary psychology, can teach us important things about achieve self-transcendence and wisdom deep in the recesses of time. When brilliant minds fabricate their concepts and philosophers woven the intricate tapestry of understanding, we discover an enduring gem known as Stoicism, a way of thinking that shines brightly in an aid to navigation in the middle of a storm, navigating life's choppy waters with grace and tranquility. The Epictetus to Seneca Stoics, and a legacy left by Marcus Aurelius of knowledge that endures for generations. And fundamentally, Stoicism tells us, because cultivation is the source of true riches of virtue, that hardship may change into power, and that the secret to living a happy life is understanding the distinction between what we can manage and what we can't. During this trip across the 50, we have discussed Stoic ideals together. We have discovered the mysteries of self-control, appreciation, and empathy, perseverance and modesty. We now understand how contemporary psychology affirms these age-old lessons, proving that putting these principles can result in a more significant, a healthy, contented existence. We'd like to invite you today, watch this video again and again, make notes and consider these guidelines, and distribute them to anyone looking for a way to a more fulfilled life. Stoicism is a light that can lead the way. Your journey providing you with resources to obstacles with composure and acceptance, joys accompanied by thankfulness. Hence, dear viewer, we cordially encourage you to set out on this path of introspection and expansion. Learn how adopting Stoicism can transform your consider, how it can assist you in reducing amongst life's suffering and discover serenity, hardship. You will view this movie more than once, but numerous times, since every time you watch, you'll uncover fresh pearls of knowledge that will direct you in the direction of a more fulfilled life. That's all I hope you can do for today. Liked this material? Remember to leave a remark, and dare me if you viewed or joined the Telegram group, if you've made it this far, till the very end. Remark that you saw the entire thing so that I may see your remark for your consideration. Much thanks. I pray that everyone is with the Creator.